Greetings and salutations. Today is June 7th, 2011. Welcome to part 8 of my, part 9, part 9 of my 2011 garden series. Alright, we'll start off like we did last video. As you can see, ivy's not so out of control. I have been trimming it quite a bit lately. There's a little piece that's gotten out of hand. There's some trimmings there. There's that one little hosta here. No hosta flower yet. And we come over here. My Japanese maple conglomeration. And then, I'm sorry. Oh, my battery just died, but I just started over again. Put some fresh batteries in. Yeah, but sorry, you guys missed the rhododendron flowers. They came and went so quickly, and they were lovely, just as I had predicted. And you can see the remnants of them, but they have come and gone. Here's the little zelkova growing wild like a weed. When it's actually bigger, I'll probably, actually trim it down to look like a small tree. But now, woohoo! This is the one bhuts, and it has grown considerably since last we saw it. And let's get a closer look in here. And you can see we're getting all sorts of flowers. However, actually, I was looking in the mulch to see if any had dropped off, and this one's actually doing pretty good. Can jiggle it to help pollinate it. But it's 90 degrees today, and it's supposed to be 97 tomorrow. And I was out of town for a while, and when I was out of town it got way into the high 90s, and it's supposed to be way into the high 90s the rest of the week, and I'm losing a lot of flowers. Now both of these guys, these are bhuts also. You like my new skull? That's a pig skull. I got that when I was in Washington State last week. I actually got two nice pig skulls, but these don't have flowers yet. I think last video they were getting eaten by slugs, but they've recovered pretty well. Here's my foot in there for size comparison. And this guy is a jalapeno, and yeah, if you look down there, see there's a dropped off flower, and there's one in the background. I'm just losing flowers like crazy, and I think it's the hot humid weather, but I'm wondering if there's something I can do about that, because these have been getting flowers for a while now, and none of them are really seeming to set. Most of them just fall off, at least on these plants. I was actually looking at this one earlier though, and I thought I saw one that had actually started turning into a small pepper. I can't find it. Maybe if I find it later, I'll add something on to the end of this video. Here's a mexibell hybrid. And yeah, there's a small pepper right there, and these actually are not dropping at all. Oh yeah, that down there, that's set. That's turning into a pepper. I guess it's something to do with hybrid vigor. These were really just sort of an experiment. I don't even know if these will be hot. They might just taste like a bell pepper, but they're doing the best out of everybody. And we look at this guy. Get my foot in there for scale. This dude is huge, but it hasn't even shown signs of starting to flower yet. So that's weird, because my much smaller one over there is loaded with flowers. And then this guy is doing great. I'm getting my foot for scale. So very big. Very flower laden. There's some buds up there. More buds. And this guy's actually hasn't dropped any yet, but he doesn't really have that many that are in full bloom. There's a couple, and I'm sort of worried I'll come back in a day. There's another one that's in full bloom. And I'll come back in a couple days and I'll find those on the soil, because that's what's been going on with a lot of my plants. And sorry, my phone's ringing in the background. I apologize for my ringtone. And this guy, you can see there's a pepper. There's a pepper. There's a lot of flowers. There's another pepper. There's a flower. Yet again, another mexibell. These things apparently don't drop flowers. At least the F2 don't. The F1s, I don't really recall how well. Well, they're pretty profuse. They're pretty prolific producers of small, semi-spicy bell peppers. Hold on, let me take this phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, this, obviously it's not setting flowers. It doesn't have any buds yet. But this was that one little habanero that was like decimated by slugs. And he's really rebounded quite well. And then this guy here is a cayenne. And let's see, we got one pepper that's set. But this guy has got a lot of leaf curl. And I'm thinking maybe he had aphids earlier. I had a bunch of these had aphids, so I don't know. I've added magnesium. You can see down there on the soil. That's like a scientific grade Epsom salts for reef tanks. I've been adding that to the soil because I think partially I have a magnesium deficiency. And then over here is a jalapeno, and he's got a big fruit. This is one of the ones that set in April, actually, when I first took him outside when they had their first flowers. And he's doing all right, but all of his flowers drop off. Like every time, see, like here's one, and it's not going to set fruit, it'll fall off. I mean, these are just dropping like crazy. So I guess maybe he's getting more heat in this corner than the other plants. And then my battery's starting to die again. Let's see what I can fit in. So you got this guy, and this guy already had a pepper too. That big cayenne pepper. Fat, thick, long cayenne is what this plant is. And he's got a lot of buds and flowers, but they're all falling off. Look at my soil. There's a dropped flower. There's a dropped flower there. I don't know if anyone wants to comment and send me a message or something. How can I, you know, besides just waiting for the heat to die down, is there any way I can prevent all these flowers from dropping? I mean, look at this flower here. I mean, look how close the anthers are to the stigma. I mean, there's no reason that shouldn't set. I mean, the pollen on the anther is touching the stigma of this flower. I've never, you know, to see a flower that's making love to itself like this and know that it's just going to fall off a week later just fills me with an indescribable level of anguish. Just, it should not be. This should set fruit, but I know it's going to fall off, and it's this damn heat. And it might be the genetics of the plant, because you can see a little bit of leaf curl on this guy too, and it's the same batch of seeds as that other guy. So I think that's it for now. My battery's going to die. If any of you guys want to leave a comment, give me some advice. How do I stop these guys from dropping flowers? Oh, one other thing. I almost skipped my tomatoes. Tomatoes are definitely not dropping flowers. I got a couple right here on the big plant, but look at these bad boys. And they're already growing up out of the top. It's about, I don't know, that plant's probably about 6 feet tall, at least right now. And again, loaded with flowers. So tomatoes are not a problem. It's just a couple of my peppers, mostly the cayennes and jalapenos. Bhuts too. It's pretty, well, really it's all my peppers except for the mexibell are dropping flower, so let me know what to do. There's another new skull. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.